Hey y'all, welcome to Robyn on the Farm. Today I'm going to share with you a really amazing banana bread recipe, but it's not just plain old banana bread. This is double chocolate banana bread or chocolate chip banana bread. Ooh, it is so good. I love this banana bread. Now my daughter does rodeos. She is a barrel racer and tonight she has a pro rodeo. And we get famished when we're out there. I mean, it is so much work to get the horse ready, load up the trailer, drive, go and be around all those people, being in that chaos, and it is really stressful for me as a mom to have my daughter get on this 1,200-pound animal and tell her to run her fastest and to do her best. It is really stressful and really scary. And when we go to these rodeos, I like to take some good treats. I'm gonna need some chocolate when I'm watching her tonight because my stress level is gonna be up here. So I love to make this chocolate banana bread. It is really good. It's gonna be great to take to the rodeo with us tonight. And it'll also help us to save a little bit of money. We won't be buying all the treats there. And hopefully this is a little bit healthier than some of the funnel cakes and different things that they have there. Anyway, this chocolate chip banana bread is just amazing. And I've been making it for years. I love it. I have my old little recipe card. It's got like vanilla and bananas all over it. But it's really good. I'm just gonna show you how to make it. It's super simple to whip up and just have ready. Everybody likes it. My kids love this stuff because it's chocolate and it's got chocolate chips in it. So we all love banana bread, but this is even better than plain old banana bread. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with 3 ripe bananas. Now normally I like my bananas for banana bread to be a little bit more ripe than this, but this is what I have and I'm gonna use what I have. So we're gonna want about 3 medium to large bananas. Just go ahead and throw them in your bowl. Now that I have the bananas in my bowl, I like to use my pastry cutter to mash up my bananas. I think that is a really great way to mash up your bananas. It's a little bit faster than just using a fork. It's a little bit easier. You can kind of control this a little bit better than the weird angle of a fork or something like that. So I'm gonna use this pastry cutter that I like to use for making biscuits and that kind of thing, and my pie dough. Anyway, I am just gonna get this mashed up really good, and it just takes a second. Okay, that's looking good. You can have some banana chunks in there if you want. It's totally fine. So that looks great. Now our next ingredient is a 1/2 cup of melted butter. You could also use oil if you want, but I just like butter. So a 1/2 cup of melted butter right into your bowl. And then we want 1 egg. So I just have 1 egg in here. Just go ahead and throw that into your bowl also. And 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. This is light brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar. So 3/4 of a cup packed brown sugar. And I'm also going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I love vanilla extract. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of this. Just put that right on in there. And now take a wire whisk and go ahead and whisk all these ingredients together really good. I love making this banana bread because I don't even have to pull out a mixer or even a little hand mixer. This is just so easy just to whip up in a bowl and throw in the oven real quick, which is great for days like this because there is a lot going on around here. Next we want our flour. I'm gonna use a cup of all-purpose flour, just plain old all-purpose flour, 1 cup. Just throw that right into your bowl. And on top of that, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of baking soda. So this is our leavening agent in this banana bread. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This is some sea salt, but you can use just plain old table salt or whatever you want, but a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And our next ingredient is cocoa. So you're gonna want a 1/2 cup of cocoa, like Dutch processed cocoa. This is just some plain old Hershey's cocoa. I bought this cocoa in bulk, and then I just vacuum sealed it in a bunch of glass jars and put it in different kind of containers just because it's easy to pull out of the pantry like this, and I know that it'll stay good for a really long time in my food storage. So that's what I did with that. So a 1/2 cup of cocoa. Just throw that right in there on top of the other dry ingredients. Now let's just mix this all up really good. Just take like a rubber spatula and just kind of stir it up. Get it all incorporated really well. Oh, it's smelling so good. This chocolate and the vanilla and the bananas, oh, it smells amazing. Okay, that's looking perfect. So there's no flour or anything like that in the bottom of my bowl, so now I know it is ready. All right, next ingredient are our chocolate chips. This is what's gonna make it just so good. So you're gonna want a cup of chocolate chips. You can use whatever kind of chocolate chips you want, semi-sweet, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. So a cup of chocolate chips. Just fold those in. Oh, I just love making banana bread because it is so quick and easy and simple. And banana bread, I just love making it because I get to use up my old bananas. I hate wasting anything, and I think it's really important right now with the high cost of food that we just use every little morsel that we have. And so I love using our old bananas that we let sit out on the counter for a little bit too long and turning it into something really yummy like this banana bread. Okay, that is ready. So now I'm gonna grab my loaf pan. This is my cast iron loaf pan. This is just a 9x5. You're just gonna oil up whatever kind of loaf pan you wanna use. Make sure you oil it up really good so that your banana bread doesn't stick to the insides when you're trying to get it out. But what I do is I pour a little bit of oil in my cast iron loaf pan and I just brush it all around or use a paper towel and I get it all over the insides, all in the little nooks and crannies so that nothing sticks. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pour this into my bread loaf pan. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. This is gonna be fantastic at the rodeo tonight. This was a good idea I had to make this. So the next step is to bake it. So I'm just gonna throw this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 50 to 60 minutes. You're just gonna wanna check it, do the toothpick test, but mine is usually done about 50 minutes. So I will show this to you when it's ready. Here is our double chocolate chip banana bread. It turned out great. I let this bake for 50 minutes. I did the toothpick test and it's all done inside. It looks fantastic. I'm gonna let this cool off just for a few minutes before I attempt to get it out of this loaf pan. And then I'm gonna cut it and take a little bite, and I know it's gonna be fantastic. Okay, here it is. I got it out of the loaf pan. It came out really nicely. It just slid right on out because I had oiled this up so well. So that is a definite tip. Make sure you oil whatever kind of loaf pan really well so it just slides right out, because there's nothing worse than making some yummy bread and then having it break apart before you get it out of the loaf pan. I hate that. So I'm just gonna take a little slice of this and try this out just to make sure it's good. Now I should let this cool a little bit more so it's not crumbly. It's a little bit crumbly just because it's hot, but oh, it looks good. I can see the banana in it and I can see the chocolate chips. Oh, this was a good choice to make today. It is so good. This chocolate chip banana bread tastes like a brownie. Oh, it is so good. I'm so glad that I made this for tonight. So I'm gonna let this totally cool, and then I'm gonna slice it, put it in a container, and take it with us to the rodeo tonight. And after my daughter rides, and after my stress level comes down a little bit, I'm gonna get really hungry. So I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna be thankful that I made it today. And try out this recipe. I will put the recipe down in the description so you can try it out. Double chocolate chip banana bread, you just can't go wrong with it. It is fantastic. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I would love to read your comments and respond to you. I will see you next time on Robyn on the Farm.